I'm Gary Sloan, 74, and actually 72. He was in the Plum Studio, painted purple, in the basement of a house. And I remember going down those long stairs for my first acting class ever. And in his office was a huge poster of Samuel Beckett. And I thought, well, this is serious. And it was. He kicked our ass those early years. Do you ever feel your heart pounding so much you just know it's probably your turn to speak? That's what happened to me when I was listening to Margie Rowe, because I think she's one of the reasons I've been an actor for 30 years. Her Mad Woman of Chaillot. That's what I had to come down here and say. And this, too. I sent Mark Lewis here because I wanted his ass kicked.
I'm buying you a chair, baby.
We did a showcase, Don Hart, we did a showcase in New York, and I was sort of the other when I was here. I didn't have a nickname. I was a swimmer. I had chlorine in my eyes during rehearsal, and I couldn't see. But I was not really in the theater group, in the theater world, but I was falling in love with it. And he loved me back, and I always say I was baptized into theater here. I became an actor later. I was baptized into the world here. And so when I left, I went to grad school. I did relief work at MAP and did my missionary thing for a year, and then I realized I was very unhappy doing that. I think showing slides on the Jeep in Bangladesh convinced me it wasn't my calling. So I went to grad school in theater, and then I went to Ashland, Oregon for 2 years, and I was keeping in touch with everybody. And we decided to do a showcase, some of the early workout group, and we went there, and I remember I was very sort of needing to prove myself to Jim, having not been one of the better actors when I was here. And we were doing A Hatful of Rain in a loft in New York, and it was serious. Agents were coming, and I was considering moving to New York, and this now was my career, and I knew what I was doing. And I remember saying to Jim at one point, if there's anything I do that you don't believe, go ahead, tell me. The first reading, he turned to me and said, I didn't believe that. Well, at the end of the first run-through, I was off book. I was nailing it left and right. I was doing every famous actor in the book I could think of. And we went out into this little alleyway for notes. And everybody else was, I thought, kind of fumbling around. Looking, searching. I remember Don saying, you know, I just want to be able to do it wrong 100 times. And Jim said, well, that's not doing it wrong, that's me chewing my pencil. He went down the alleyway with every actor and said, I saw this, I saw that, this came to be, that was much better, I like this, I like that. What you gonna say to me? Finally, after my tour de force run-through, and my needing to prove myself, finally, having been a professional actor already. Thank you very much. This was a showcase. Looked at me and said, I think we found the demon. I'll have to start over. For it had been 30 years, I've never worked with a director that I thought was as difficult. And why? I just thought they were a piece of cake compared to Jimmy. I'm so impressed with the long marriages. 17 years. I've been married 17 times. Only 3, really. But in the middle of one of my more difficult times, he did write to me and say, don't forsake the Eucharist. It's your best friend. In my hour of darkness, he came to me then. I put together a few words based on Hamlet's speech to York, and I asked Elizabeth if I could do it this weekend, and I think she had planned it for tomorrow night, but it felt like it belonged tonight, so if I can remember it, I thought it would be better. So, this is for you, Jim. Alas, poor Jim. I knew him in ratios, a man of union just, of most excellent fantasy. He has told me to deepen my moments 1,000 times. My understanding rises still, how deep in my imagination it is. Here hung those lips I have missed saying. You're offering shit to God. Where be your jibes now? Your clipboard, your notes. Choices of plays that were wont to set the campus on a roar. Not one now to mock your own sinning. And get thee to your Lord's chamber. Tell him to paint us an inch thick. By your favor we all have come. Will keep us laughing with that. Dost thou think Alexander looked at his fashion in the earth and knelt so? To what grace uses we may return.